You know here where it's muggy and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this in, then see, I jumped over it instead of on it.
Did you just invent something?
I guess, yeah.
I guess so, yeah. You feel it?
Yes.
Blowing pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Let's take it back down. Hello YouTubers, today we are at the shop. We're at the shop again. Gonna try to do several videos today. This first video, what we're gonna do yesterday, let me see, yeah, zoomed in, zoom out. Yesterday we were, we poured the AC pad, you guys saw that. Today we are hooking up the air conditioner. Before we could hook up the air conditioner, we had to do some electrical stuff for that. So I'm gonna show you the beginnings of that now. We went outside, drilled our hole, and this orange wire you see here is what we just ran. That is 12-2 wire. So we are hooking that up. We have ran the wire. Dad's hooking up the disconnect box. Ran the wire all the way back to the panel there you see hanging. We got to put the breakers in and just having lots of fun. So we're going to do that first. Show you a little bit of that, and then we've got my guy on the way here to install the actual unit. We're gonna attempt to hang the unit right there above those doors because we've got our bathroom immediately there to the right, and we don't want any kind of plumbing to freeze or anything like that. So that's where she's going. Gonna get after it. Already drilled the hole, ran the wire. We're gonna go look at us setting the disconnect box now, and we'll have all of this stuff hung when Mr. Trey gets here. So until then, watch us do some electrical.
This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling, 'cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling, time to feel it. This is where it all begins. Yourself and let go, time to see it all. Don't think about tomorrow, today we are heroes, hear adventure call. There are whole new worlds to see, I keep running, and my feet keep lifting me, like I'm flying, time to see it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins.
Okay, well, Pippa and I just got back up here to the ridge to check on, right, Pips? Yep. We just got back up here to check on the heat and air. It's done. The guys just finished up. I got them paid, and they're out of here. So we're going to show you real quick. Okay. Like, this was kind of a fiasco for us, putting this in. My dad and I rushed around to get the electrical in, like right before he came. And then I goofed up and forgot the line set for the unit. So he came and he did some stuff, and then he went home, and then I went and got the line set first thing this morning, and then he came back today to finish. So the videoing might be, I haven't looked at the footage, but it might be kind of all over the place, but the end result looks great. And I'm going to show that to you now. Actually, me and Pippa are, right?
Uh-huh.
And we'll show it to you now. I'll start with the thermostat. You almost busted your tushy right there, huh?
I did not.
Yeah, I know. We'll start with the thermostat and then just kind of go and show you the head unit on the wall, show you the line set and the condensate line going out, show you something pretty cool that they put in for us to clean the line out, and then I'll go outside and show you the outside unit install. So let's start with the thermostat. The thermostat on these mini split units is nothing more than what looks like a TV remote. I've put several of these units in now, and this is your thermostat. It's got a sensor in it that reads the temperature and humidity and all that kind of stuff and knows when to come on and when not to come on. I don't have it on right now simply because we're not completely insulated, so running it right now would be kind of a waste. But to bring it on, you just hit the green button, everything lights up. You can see it's on cool mode. The fan is halfway there. This also has a heat pump, so it does hit hot too, hot and cold, heat and AC. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Powerful to make it strong. You can swing it left to right and up and down with this. It's got a comfort setting that I guess will maybe follow you wherever you are. I'm not real sure. I'll have to read up on that. And then you can turn all of the heat and air portion off and just run the fan on it. It's got a really powerful fan on it. So let's take the remote over to the unit itself and get it fired up. There she goes. She opens up. It's on auto. I just hit the auto button to get it to do that again. And right now it's blowing AC at 65. The fan, I don't know if you can hear it. That's halfway. We turned the fan on up, and it's really, really blowing. And blowing cold. Pippin, feel how cold that is. It's blowing strong too. Well, it's not down to you yet. Come over here where I am. There you go. You feel it?
Yes.
Blowing pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Let's take it back down. So anyway, so here it is. This is the unit hanging on the wall. It's got a bracket behind it that I'm sure you saw at some point in the video. Had to put the piece of plywood up really to hold the bracket on well. Then we've got our line set here, which is the dark black lines. That's your copper that's carrying all your refrigerant in and out. And then behind that you can't really see, there's a small power cord. Here's a good shot of it right here. You can see this here is the power cord. That's what's powering the unit from the disconnect and from the outside unit. And then lastly you have the white PVC here. That is your condensate line when this thing's pulling moisture out of the air and cooling the space. Especially this summer, there'll be a lot of condensation coming out of there. This is really cool right here. This is something he didn't have to do, but he did anyways. That's a Jones valve. That allows you to basically turn that off by turning that handle 90 degrees up. And then right above that here is a little valve that is actually a air compressor inlet. And so you can unscrew that black cap, hook your air compressor up, and that gives you the ability, in case you ever get a clog from outside coming in, where it comes down the wall and pokes outside. We'll show you in a minute that that outside there, the end of that cap is open. There's nothing you can do about it. You can put some screen over it and stuff, but seems like the bugs just always find their way in. So if they find their way in and they clog that up, you can close that, put the air compressor on there, and literally blow 120 psi of air out and undo any clog you might get. So that was a pretty cool little feature, little thing he didn't have to do. He didn't charge me for, but he put in anyway. So I appreciated that. So Pips, you want to go look outside?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, this is a Daikin 2-ton unit. So technically this should, as efficient as this is with 2 tons, ought to do easily 1,000 square feet. So this should be big enough for this shop. The only concern would be the ceiling height, the skylights, and just how far of a run it's got to push that. But we'll test it out this summer and see how well it does. All the other ones that I've put in that I use for my personal house and for my office do a great job. No problem at all keeping up. So hopefully this thing will be the same way. Let's go look outside. All right, so here it is. It is super windy out here for like the 74th day in a row. So if you have a problem with the audio, I apologize. So here is that white PVC, that condensate line. We could put a 90-degree elbow on that and turn it straight down. That'll help a little bit with some varmints. And then we can also, you know, hot glue or super glue some screening material on there if we wanted to as well. But hey, don't break it. We just installed it. So these things are super quiet. It's taking the power out of the disconnect there, taking it into an inverter in this unit, and it's actually turning the power into DC power, which is what makes these things so efficient and run so quiet. I'm a huge fan of these units, and I think that they're going to grow and grow and grow in popularity. The efficiency on them is just crazy, and they're quiet, and they're really self-serving, so they're great. So I don't know that there's really much to show you out here. The line set coming out, I'll probably clean up the foam job a little bit. And then we'll bring some tap cons out and attempt to screw this thing down to the pad. He didn't do that, so I need to get that handled. But other than that, hey Pippa, did you want to show him something? You were going to show him your watch? Tell us about it.
It's Disney's Descendants. It has like this silver sparkles around it.
Does it tell time good?
Well, I still got to compare it to my, I have a clock in my classroom, so I don't think it tells the right times.
Oh, according to your clock?
Yeah, I don't think so, but
okay.
Mine might be right, my clock might be wrong.
I don't know, it's a guessing game, huh?
Yeah,
So we'll have to figure that out when we get home, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, do you want to say bye to the people?
We'll see you next time up on the ridge.
Good job.
Daddy, can I show you something too?
Oh, what is it?
It's not part of the video.
It's not part of the video?
No.
What is it?
Well, you know how sometimes when it's really muggy and people don't want to step places?
Yeah.
Well, you know here where it's muggy and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this in, and see, I jumped over it instead of on it.
Did you just invent something?
I guess, yeah.
I guess so, yeah. All right, why don't you put it down?
Did you just film that?
Yep, I sure did.
Daddy!
All right, we'll see you next time up on the ridge.